I am comedian Kevin Downey Jr. You are watching Thank God for Jury Duty. Yes, I've been up to many things. I just did a 6-week residency in Saratoga Springs, New York during racetrack season. And I took 5 days off to go work in Hawaii. And now I will be working in the upcoming weeks in Reno, in Las Vegas, all over Michigan. And I don't have my calendar in front of me, but there's someone with a camera just like yours over there. There's someone with a camera just like yours over there. Where else am I going? I don't know. Just, you can check KevinDowneyJr.tv to see where I'm going to be. I make it easy for stalkers. I would describe my stand-up as fucking brilliant. No, I'm kidding. Creepy one-liners. Trying to get people to laugh at things that they normally would not laugh at. That is my goal. My goal is to confuse them. Most comedians want to make audiences laugh. I want to confuse them. I want them to watch and go, what the fuck? That is my goal. I have always performed a character of some sort because I wanted to stand out and because I was very nervous. I have paralyzing anxiety, so I just sort of made it part of it, and it just sort of evolved into the creepy mess that you see on stage now. I strongly urge all comedians to find a way to stand out. I strongly urge all hipster comedians to stop dressing like fucking hipsters, because you all do it, and every town I go to, there's one just like you. And you know what? None of you are going to make it because you all look the same. That's my advice to you hipster comics.
You look pretty laid back tonight.
I'm very laid back tonight because I had 2 whiskeys and a beer before I went out. And the audience bought me a beer, and I'm finishing the 2nd whiskey I never finished.
So,
anyone else see a bug?
So do you want it to be creepy?
Yes, I want it to be creepy. My goal is to be creepy on stage. My goal is to make the audience uncomfortable, but yet make them laugh at things that they know they should not laugh at. And I always do it. I always get them there. Once in a while, there's an audience that buckles, but I will always get them to laugh at things they never thought would be funny. Colin Downey is a creepy short film that a friend of mine made where I have a serial killer. And I think it's on YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that where you saw it?
Yep.
Go to YouTube and Google Following Downey. And there's a song on there called Secret Garden of Dirty Little Whores Who Think They're Better Than Me. It's on my CD, which you can buy from me for $10. I don't have any right now. They're all in my car. I forgot to bring them in. But you can also contact me and I'll send you one for $10.
So is that supposed to be like part of your stand-up character too? Or?
Oh, Following Downey? Yes, absolutely. Completely based on my stand-up character.
So is there a reason you decided to kill so many people?
Is there a reason I decided to kill so many people in my act, you mean, eh?
Like, both.
Well, I've never killed anyone in real life. So I'll assume you mean my act.
Yeah.
Yes. I guess because it's funny to me. Like, what's funnier than a dead hooker in the trunk of your car? Nothing, really. And then I thought, well, how'd she get there? And that's how I wrote those jokes. I've got a handful. I didn't do them all. I've got a shitload of dead hooker jokes. I should probably see a shrink.
Well, after I was talking to you too, I looked at mine. I was like, I have like 3 jokes about kind of people that might not know, just killing people.
Nice.
So, is Secret Garden like the short version of it?
The song in the video that's the whole song. It goes on for like 3.5 minutes, I think.
No, I mean, like I saw the Secret Garden video. It's kind of like Falling Downey, but you took out all the details.
Oh yeah. The video, it's a Secret Garden of Dirty Little Whores. That's like the music video version of Following Downey. Oh. Strongly recommend everyone watch both.
What would you be doing if you weren't doing stand-up?
I'd be living in my parents' trailer killing beagles in Michigan.
I think I heard a story too about how you wanted to be a cop.
Yes. I went to a shitty community college in Michigan to be a cop, and I was well on my way. And the 14th time I got pulled over, the police officer said, "Your driving record is atrocious. You're never going to be a cop. What's plan B?" I said, "I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't mind being a comedian." He said, "Move to New York City there, because you don't have to drive there, and you're about to lose your license." So I moved to New York City, and I started doing comedy. 3 years later, I didn't do it right away. I did not have the stones. I had to wait for 3 years.
Do you perform or do anything different based on where you're performing?
Absolutely. Absolutely. There are places in like the deep south where you can't really kill children in your act. They're not going to think it's funny. So, A, I don't work there a lot, and B, when I'm there, I'll just clean that stuff up and I won't curse as much. But when you're in New York City or the Northeast where people are assholes, and I say that because I live there and I'm one of them, you can curse, you can kill kids in your act, you can do whatever you want. But when you go further south you go, change it up. It's the same game, just different rules. Yes, duct tape lip balm is my CD, which you can buy for $10. I'm not giving them away. I'm kidding, I'm good fun. And yes, the first joke, I killed a homeless man. And I do have an order. I don't always stick to it 100%. I'll jump around because doing stand-up comedy is sort of like being a baseball pitcher. You can say, I'm going to throw this pitch, and then this one, but you got to mix them up. So you'll see me on stage holding my microphone going, and I'll actually shake my head, got it, and I'm like, this is the one I want to do. So there is an order, but I don't always stick to it. Should I ask myself some questions?
Sure.
All right, I'll ask myself the next one, Mr. Downey Jr., I like how you do more than just tell jokes and you add things to it. For example, in one of your stand-up videos on YouTube, when you come on stage, you point towards the guy who introduced you and say, keep it going for me, and then turn and point at yourself. Hello, everybody. I said everybody. You also use the stage and the audience. Why do you do this, and what do you think and do you think it improves your performance? So here's the answer to that. The one you're talking about, I said, folks, keep it going for me, because they don't see it coming. Because everyone says, keep it going for your MC, or keep it going for Bob, or whomever. So I just did that to be a little Weisenheimer. And then they were a low energy crowd, so I said, hello, everybody, and they went, and I repeated, I said hello, everybody, and that gets them going. Now their energy went from here to here. So that's why I do that. Just to get their energy up, and then I can go on.
Okay, well I liked how you pointed kind of towards him and then you brought it in and pointed at yourself too.
Yes,
so that's
let's hear for... Okay, that's a great question. How do I get the audience involved in a positive way? Because if you watch me, I'm a heckle magnet. People want to heckle, and I don't want them to heckle. I want them to shut the fuck up and laugh. I don't like when people yell shit out. See? Because sometimes you get bad, and then someone else, like this gentleman, got to come over and shut someone up. And he don't want to do that either. He just wants to go have a smoke and live his life. So, is there a way to get the audience involved? There is, but you have to be careful. If they're not involved, the best thing to do is to ask them a simple question. And go, one, you, sir, what do you think about this? Don't ask all of them because they're going to yell. And then you, ma'am, what do you say? And then suddenly they have no choice, but they are involved. They are involved, they don't have a choice. And you can do that, and now they're in it to win it. You might have to do it 3 times, but it draws their attention. If they're like looking on their phone, if they're, hey, we're at a comedy club, how many likes did I get on my cheeseburger I have for him? And if he thinks, oh, he might talk to me, I'd better be ready. So they'll put their phones away, and then they're good to go.
When I was growing up, my best friend was a paperboy. I wish he had been a real boy. He was no fun to take into the pool or to a campfire. The last thing I ever said to him was, don't run with scissors, Paperboy! Paperboy! We took him to the hospital, they gave him IV, they gave him surgery, they put a paper plate in his head. He died.
Yes, America's Got Talent was great. Now, trying out for it is very difficult. You want them to contact you. You want to get so funny they contact you. And the only reason I was on is because they were asking, oh, that's Chop trying to get it. Oh, they were asking clubs. We said we want comedians who do one-liners. And all these clubs said, oh, Kevin Downey Jr., Kevin Downey Jr. So they contacted me and said, you want to audition? I said, sure, I'll audition. And that's how I got on. And it was the most fun I've ever had in my life, I suspect. Or at least one of them in comedy, anyway. It's in the top 5.
Okay.
I've been in 100 bands.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like,
Right now, I'm in a pro-Trump band called the Literally Hitlers. Yes, and it's just a big fuck you to the libs. We never rehearse, but that's the name of the band. I play drums. What's that?
Play shows and stuff?
We have some coming up, so we have to rehearse soon.
She plays drums too.
Really? What kind of set do you have?
5-piece. It's a pearl.
Nice. Those are nice drums.
Yeah.
Pearls are no joke.
What's something people would be surprised to know about you?
People would be surprised to know about me. So no one thinks this, but I own 14 guns, which no one believes. I am the I shouldn't say the quintessential. I'm a libertarian who leans left, like I'm pro-choice, pro-gay marriage. When people say, yeah, we can see that. I mean, you dye your hair, you wear eyeliner on stage. But I've got a shitload of guns. I've got 4 weeks worth of food, water, and ammo buried somewhere. I'm not going to tell anyone where, because I'm a prepper. And one more. I would say something no one expects about me is I grew up in Detroit, and I am not tough. I grew up in Detroit in a shit neighborhood, and I am a pussy. People get that I'm a pussy, but they don't get Detroit.
So how did you get to where you are today after doing stand-up? I think you said 28, 29 years? 28
years, I think. There was like a fuzzy vodka cocaine year, so it could be 29, but I think it's 28. By doing every show that someone offered. I did every show. I just never said no when I was starting because I wanted to practice. And if someone said there's no pay, you got to drive an hour, but you get to do 14 minutes, I said, yeah, I'm there. I want to do it. Why wouldn't I want to do it? I want to get better. And then, but here's the key. Once you have an act and once you're a little more established, make it all about money. Make all your goals about money. Say, this year I want to make, you might have a day job, say, I want to make $15,000 this year. You will take every gig that pays $15, $25, $45, $100 because you need to hit that goal. And you'll do more shows. And doing those extra shows will make you funnier. So if you make it all about money, you do more shows because you have to hit that goal. And it works. You will get funnier. I promise.
Do you have like a best and or a worst show that comes to mind?
All right, thank you for asking for the best, because everyone asks for the worst. I'll tell you the best was, these two women came up to me after a show, and they said, if we were to have sex with you, both of us, who would you satisfy first? And I said, me. And then we went and had sex. And it was a great show. It was like 190 people in the small town in New Hampshire, and then a great show, and a threesome afterwards. Fucking wonderful. Loved it. Worst show. Do you remember a band called Great White? They had a show and there was a fire. Okay, and a bunch of people died. So about 6 months after that, I'm doing this rock venue in Ohio. And it's comedy and then a rock band. And I'm on stage, and there are only 4 tables, and my parents are there, and my aunt and uncle, and my friend Mark Richt and his parents were there, and another aunt. And everyone else is standing, and they're packed in like sardines, and it's really hot, and it's all unfinished wood, and it's sweltering, and I'm just killing it. And I looked around at all these people packed in, and I said, hey, someone light a match, we'll turn this into a Great White show. And no one laughed. I thought, I guess it's only 6 months ago. Then he did another joke, and no one laughed. And a third joke, and I was killing before that. And then someone says, fuck you, you're not funny. And I'm like, whoa. And so now I got a heckler, so I'm fighting with the heckler. And someone else over here goes, boo, fuck you, dude. And I'm like, whoa. So I have no idea what's going on. And I never bail. Like if I have to do 100 minutes, I'll do 100. And if you hate me, I'll do 110, because I think it's funny. I get off 10 minutes early because I don't know what's going on. And my friend Mark Richt, who set up the gig, who lives in that town, he puts his arm around me. I say, all right, thank you, I'm done. And they're like, he puts his arm around me and goes, we got to get you out of here. I go, what? So he torpedoes through the crowd where the venue is. On the other side is like the pub. And we go through the door. He goes, you couldn't know this, but look. And behind the bar is a shrine to the guitar player of Great White, who died in the fire. This was his home club. He grew up almost a mile down the road, and his father was at the bar drinking. And I obviously knew none of this. So he goes, you got to get the fuck out. So I'm howling, and I go out the door. I get in the car, and it's a gravel parking lot, and I drive away. The last thing I see is my friend Mark Richt down at the door, holding people back like this as I escape. So that was the worst show ever. Yeah, I was at the Comedy Cellar in New York City one night, and there were these professional hecklers, just professional hecklers, and they had been heckling everyone. And I was on stage, I only had to do 5 minutes, ripping me up, like, they're just yelling funny shit like, why don't you do something you're good at? Get me a drink, motherfucker! And people are screaming, like they had the hecklers on their side, and we would just go up and die. It was like the movie Gallipoli, like next, death. I've never won a comedy contest in my life. Never won. I've been in a ton of them, but I don't win them. What's that?
Did you get to headline it now?
No, I headline them. Yeah, I was just at the Boston Comedy Festival headlining shows. I mean, I didn't pay to be in, obviously, but
Yeah. I was thinking too, what happened to the morning hangover report that you used to do?
you know what? I was doing that for a while, and I was like, no one's watching this. Why am I doing
No,
this?
I thought they were
So,
funny.
Thank you. It's just me trying out new jokes.
Oh, I like the one where you're in the dark and they're like working outside.
What was the joke?
You're
on
like,
that?
keep digging, you're never gonna find
Oh
it.
yeah. Like, I love that one.
Let's see. Do you have any advice for comics?
Do I have any advice for comics? Dress for the show. Absolutely. I see comics going up in t-shirts. This is night out for some people, especially in the weekend. Comics going up in t-shirts and sneakers and whatnot. Don't do that. Dress up. This is show business. And I would say, number one, dress for the show. Number two, don't tell jokes, perform jokes. Once people realize the difference, your career goes from here to here. I don't tell jokes, I perform them. And I try to tell people, and they're like, what should I do? Perform a joke. Put some nice shoes on, put a jacket on, get a shirt with a collar. I mean, if I'm working like a redneck bar, I'm going to wear an AC/DC shirt with this jacket, but I'm always going to wear a jacket.
So is there any more other than just like dressing a certain way? Like,
Dress, perform the jokes, don't tell them. Write constantly, take every show you can, because you never, like, the reason I go sip is a show I almost didn't take. The guy who ran the show said, he told us this funny story about how the comedian the week before pissed him off, so he broke his ring finger. It was like some low-level mobster in upstate New York. And he said to me, he goes, all right, Downey, you're doing 45 tonight. And I said, I don't have it. I was told 30 to 35, which to me means 30. I'm not doing 35. No, you gotta do 45. I said, I don't have it. He goes, do 40 and don't piss me off. So my friend says, oh my God, what are you gonna do? I said, well, I'm gonna bring up a beer and take a lot of long, slow sips. So just as a joke, I'm doing jokes. I look at my friend, and as a joke, I just go, sip. And by the third one, they're yelling, sip.
so it's been a thing ever since. That's cool.
It was an accident on a show I almost didn't take.
Okay, or do you think you want to promote?
Yes. Everyone should contact Sirius Radio and say, keep playing Kevin Downey Jr. because I get paid for that.
Do you want to talk about Trump or not? Your
I love
podcasting? Oh, your podcasting.
Oh, my podcast, Trump. Pat Dixon and I have the only funny pro-Trump talk news show on the planet called Trump. Capital letters TRUMP. It's on compoundmedia.com. You can go there and you can see it. It's a weekly show. And it's fun and it's funny, and we're the only ones doing it.
Anything else? You want to say?
Yes. If you know a good record store, let me know.
Plan 9.
Is that around here?
Yeah. Carry on. Yeah.
Wax Moon? And Plan 9.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll go tomorrow. Did you say parting words?
Yeah.
Yes. Everyone go to Plan 9 and Wax Moon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm at the store. I'm holding a 4-roll pack of toilet paper. On the wrapper it says, made from 100% recycling. Then I looked closely at one of the rolls and I said, Oh my God! Paperboy! You were looking for a poop joke. No. Not tonight, you don't get one. Taking the high road.